Hi, I'm Ashley from Sunny Maid, and today we are going to work on our 4 patches for our ladder quilt. All right, welcome back. We're on video 3 of our Jacob ladder quilt. First two, we talked about how to make half square triangles, 8 at a time, half square triangles. Second one, we trimmed them all up, so they should now be, I'm assuming I trimmed it right, 4.5 inches square. This week we are going to do 4 patches for our quilt. I'm going to show you a little shortcut. It's kind of super fun. We're going to make them right out of layer cakes and our 10-inch squares, our layer cake squares, and 10-inch background. So here I have 2 sets of squares. I have 4 of the pattern and 4 of the solids. You could probably put them together. It's not that big deal. We're going to do the same thing to both of them. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to vine them right down the middle. That's why this one from Missouri Star Quilt Company is so great, is because it's perfectly 5 inches. So it's perfect for your layer cake squares. We're going to just divide them down the center so that they are 10 inches by 5 inches. We're going to do that to both the background and the print fabric. Okay, once you cut them in half, you're going to take 1 print and 1 of the background, put them right sides together so you have a rectangle, and then you're going to sew down one side and down the other. And I want you to actually do it to 2 different fabrics because we're going to be putting them together and creating your 4 patch. So the first print I'm using is a white one, and the second one is a pink one. So go get those sewn and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, let me show you what we did. We cut our 10-inch squares in half. So you have 10 inches by 5 inches. And then you're going to take a print and a background, which is also the 10 inches by 5 inches. And you're going to put them one right on top of each other. You're going to sew a 1/4 inch down each side. So that's what I did here. Here is our zone 1. I did it in white so you could see what I did here. I did it to 2 different fabrics. So this one's pink and this one is the white. Okay, so we have our 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to first start by cutting this into 2 pieces. On both sets. Okay. And then I want to show you how this looks. So this just is like a tube. Okay. So then we're going to cut this in half this way. This is going to give you, we're going to do 2.5 inches. Line it up on a line here and the 2.5 inch mark. We're going to put one to the side and we're going to do one with our second pattern. Okay, so here we have, this is 2.5 inches by 5 inches. We have a white flowered one and we have a pink one. Okay, we're just going to finger press this open and finger press this open. Okay, I then iron them iron them nice and flat so that we can move on to our next step. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put one of these on top of each other. This is why you want two different prints. And we are going to nest the seams. So we're gonna line up these seams here. If we iron them both towards the background, you're gonna have one that goes this way and one that goes that way. In order to keep that in place, I'm gonna just go ahead and stick a pin right in that seam. And then we wanna make sure that, and you can do it by feel, that those just line up, that they butt up right against each other all the way down. And we're gonna put a pin there too. So now that we have both of them together, okay, we're going to sew a 1/4 inch down each side of this one. All right, now that we have this sewn 1/4 inch down each side, we're gonna take our ruler once again, line it up. We're gonna line top edge and side edge, and we're gonna cut it at 2.5 inches. Now we have 2 identical squares. So if we finger press this one open, oh, I didn't do a very good job right there. Finger press this one open. I'll see, this one's a lot better. Now we have a 4-patch. Let's go get them ironed and we'll talk about how we want to set them up. All right, so assuming that we did this right, these should be right at that 4.5 inch square. If you do need to trim them up, what you want to do is put that center at the 2.25 by 2.25 line where they cross. Line up the line here and the line here and do any trimming that you have to do. That one actually looks pretty good, so we don't have to do that. Now, since we have a couple more pieces, and with these ones, same way, we're gonna have a couple more pieces. You are more than welcome to put these together so that you form 4 patches which are the same color. However, since we have lots of different prints here, keep sewing them up and mixing them so that you'll end up with a whole bunch of 4 patches that have lots of different fabric. All right, so it's time to get all your 4 patches put together. Just mix and match them so that they have all different kinds of cornerstones with the background. Finish up with the end of your layered cake. Then you have lots to choose from, lots of variety. And then next week, we'll put it all together. We're gonna have our half square triangles and our 4 patches, and we'll get it all put together. Now, if you have any questions, please leave a comment down in the comment section, and I will come and answer them. If you want to know about any of the stuff that I'm using, the links are all in the description. It'll just send you over to Amazon if you want to see what I'm using, from my rotary cutter to my cool pin thing. Also, so you don't miss the next video, make sure that you like and subscribe and you'll get the next one in your inbox. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.